Have you ever wondered how ancient people built their houses? Let's take a step back in time to the dawn of ancient architecture. It's a fascinating journey, illuminating the human endeavor to create shelter and safety. The earliest known human dwellings date back to the Neolithic era, a time when human ingenuity was just beginning to shape the world. The Neolithic era, or the New Stone Age, marked a pivotal point in human history. This was a time when our ancestors transitioned from a nomadic lifestyle to settled farming communities. With this shift came the need for more permanent dwellings. The materials at hand, primarily mud, stone, and animal skins. These early Neolithic houses were simple structures, often constructed in circular or oval shapes. Mud, mixed with straw or animal hair to create a sturdy, pliable material, was used to form the walls. This mixture, known as cob or daub, was then applied to a framework of wooden poles and left to dry. The process was labor-intensive, but the result was a sturdy, weather-resistant wall that provided much-needed shelter from the elements. As civilizations began to emerge, so did their architectural prowess. The ancient Egyptians, for instance, proved themselves to be master builders. They took what the earth gave them and worked wonders. With the Nile's fertile mud, they fashioned bricks, which they left to bake in the sun until they were as hard as stone. This was their primary material for building houses, though they also used actual stone, especially for the homes of the wealthy and the temples of their gods. Moving eastward, we find ourselves in the land of the Mesopotamians. Here, the sun-baked bricks of the Egyptians evolved into something slightly different. The Mesopotamians also used mud brick, but they had a unique method. They would place the mud into molds and leave them to dry in the sun, creating bricks that were uniform in shape and size. This gave them the ability to build larger and more complex structures, a testament to their innovative spirit. But the architectural story doesn't end there. As we journey to ancient Greece, we find a civilization that made extensive use of stone and wood in their constructions. Stone was used for the foundations and the lower parts of walls, while wood was used for the upper parts and roofs. The Greeks also introduced architectural elements like columns and pediments, which remain popular even today. Finally, we reach the Romans, who were the true pioneers of architectural engineering. They took what the Greeks started and expanded upon it. They used stone, wood, and also terracotta, a type of fired clay, in their buildings. But what set them apart was their invention of concrete, which allowed them to construct grand edifices like the Colosseum and the Pantheon. These civilizations, with their unique building methods, have left an indelible mark on the world. Their ingenious use of available materials and their innovative techniques have not only stood the test of time, but have also inspired countless generations of builders. These techniques laid the foundation for the architectural marvels we see today. Did you know that the environment played a significant role in determining the materials used in ancient house building? Yes, the resources available in an area were often the blueprint for the homes of its inhabitants. Let's take a journey to ancient China, a land rich with forests. The abundance of wood in this region was a boon for its inhabitants. From the humblest peasant huts to the grandest imperial palaces, wood was the primary building material. The ancient Chinese developed intricate woodworking techniques, creating structures that were not only functional but also aesthetically pleasing. These wooden structures were designed to be in harmony with nature, reflecting the Chinese philosophy of balance and unity. In stark contrast, let's travel to the icy landscapes of the Arctic. Home to the Inuit people, here, the scarcity of wood and other traditional building materials gave birth to a unique form of architecture, the igloo. The Inuit ingeniously used what was readily available: snow. The igloo, a dome-shaped structure made from blocks of compacted snow, is a testament to the adaptability and resilience of the Inuit people. Despite its seemingly fragile composition, an igloo can withstand harsh Arctic winters and provide a warm, sheltered space for its inhabitants. These examples demonstrate how the environment shapes the way people build their homes. The resources at hand not only influence the materials used, but also inspire innovative construction techniques. The ancient Chinese used their woodworking skills to create structures that beautifully blended with their lush surroundings. The Inuit, on the other hand, harnessed the insulating properties of snow to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Indeed, the environment doesn't just shape the physical world around us, it also shapes us, our skills, our innovations, our cultures. It guides how we interact with the world and how we adapt to meet our needs. It's a constant reminder of our inherent connection to the natural world and our place within it. Indeed, necessity is the mother of invention, and in the realm of ancient architecture, this couldn't be more true. As time progressed, so did the complexity of building techniques. The ancient Romans, for instance, were pioneers in the use of a revolutionary material that we know and use extensively today, concrete. They discovered that by mixing volcanic ash with lime and water, they could create a substance that would harden into a durable, strong material, perfect for constructing their grand edifices. This early form of concrete was a game changer, enabling the Romans to build larger, more complex structures than ever before. But the Romans didn't stop at concrete. They also introduced architectural elements that are still admired and utilized in modern times. Arches, for instance, which not only added a pleasing aesthetic touch, but also proved to be incredibly functional. The arch's unique design allowed it to support significant weight, leading to the creation of grand aqueducts and imposing amphitheaters. In the same vein, the Romans harnessed the power of the dome and the vault. These elements were not simply for show. They were marvels of engineering that allowed for the creation of vast open spaces. The Pantheon in Rome, with its magnificent domed ceiling, is a testament to this innovative use of form and function. On the other side of the world, in ancient India, building techniques were also evolving. Here, baked bricks were the material of choice for construction. These bricks, more durable and resistant than their sun-dried counterparts, were used to build everything from houses to city walls. Perhaps even more remarkable was ancient India's elaborate drainage system. Streets were designed with a gentle slope, and houses included indoor plumbing that led to a network of underground drains. This advanced urban planning is an impressive example of the civilization's foresight and engineering prowess. The evolution of building techniques is a testament to human ingenuity. From the concrete of the Romans to the baked bricks and systematic drainage of ancient India, we can see how human beings have continuously strived to improve, innovate, and adapt in the face of challenges, leaving us a rich architectural legacy that continues to inspire us today. From the humble beginnings of the Neolithic era to the grandeur of the Roman Empire, the evolution of ancient house-building techniques has been an incredible journey. Our exploration began at the dawn of ancient architecture, where our ancestors used simple materials like mud, stone, and wood to create shelters. These were the first steps in the evolution of house building, born out of necessity and the instinct for survival. As we move forward in time, we witnessed the rise of civilizations. With this rise came an increase in complexity and sophistication in house building. The ancient Egyptians, for instance, utilized sun-dried bricks, while the Indus Valley inhabitants mastered the art of baked bricks. These advancements were not just about aesthetics, they reflected the socio-economic developments of the time. We then delved into the influence of the environment on house building. The scarcity or abundance of certain resources greatly impacted the construction methods and materials used. In the dense forests of northern Europe, timber was the primary building material, while in the arid deserts of Mesopotamia, mud bricks were the go-to choice. This underlines how our ancestors adapted to their surroundings, molding their architectural practices to suit the environment. The evolution of building techniques was another fascinating aspect we delved into. From the simple stacking of stones to the intricate masonry skills of the Romans, these techniques represented human ingenuity and the drive to improve. And let's not forget the ingenious architectural developments like the arch and the dome, innovations that still influence modern architecture. Throughout this journey, we've seen how ancient house building was a reflection of the society and the era it belonged to. It was influenced by the available resources, the needs of the people, and an ever-evolving understanding of engineering and aesthetics. So the next time you walk into a building, take a moment to appreciate the millennia of architectural evolution that made it possible.